The news ticker flashes red: Chinese Coast Guard cutter rams, Philippine supply vessel near 2nd Thomas Shoal. Taiwan scrambles jets as PLA aircraft cross median line. These are not isolated incidents. They're the new normal in the South China Sea and Taiwan Strait, now the epicenters of a global power struggle. On the waters near the BRP Sierra Madre, a rusted Philippine outpost, chaos erupts as a Chinese vessel rams a smaller Philippine boat delivering supplies. The sickening crunch of metal echoes the tension in the air. Hundreds of miles north, Taiwanese air traffic controllers scramble jets as Chinese fighters breach the median line. Every day, sailors, fishers, and pilots from the Philippines and Taiwan face a relentless campaign of intimidation. China's strategy: exhaust, intimidate, and assert control without firing a shot. Each incident is calibrated to provoke, but not cross the line into open war. For Manila and Taipei, this is not abstract geopolitics. It's a direct threat to their way of life. The world watches, but for those on the front lines, the stakes are immediate and personal. The question is not if another incident will happen, but when, and whether it will finally push the region over the brink. The fragile peace is stretched thin, and the consequences of a misstep could be catastrophic. The South China Sea and Taiwan Strait are no longer distant flashpoints. They are the front lines of a contest that could reshape the world. Every close pass, every warning, is a test of nerve and resolve. The region stands on a knife's edge, with the future of millions hanging in the balance. The world holds its breath. The next move could change everything. Beijing's pressure is relentless, casting a shadow over the Philippines and Taiwan. In the West Philippine Sea, Chinese maritime militia swarm Philippine-held features, blocking fishermen and enforcing China's sweeping claims. Taiwan faces near-daily PLA air incursions, complex drills that test defenses and wear down morale. Warships patrol, shrinking the buffer zone and normalizing a military presence. China wields economic power too, banning imports, isolating Taiwan diplomatically, and dangling investments to divide the Philippines. The goal: create a sense of inevitability, to make resistance seem futile. It's a psychological war as much as a physical one. Daily news of standoffs and incursions remind both nations of China's reach. Yet, the people of the Philippines and Taiwan remain resilient, refusing to yield. The campaign is designed to break their will, but so far it has only steeled their resolve. The dragon's shadow grows, but so does the determination to resist. Manila and Taipei face the same threat, an expanding authoritarian power seeking to dominate the first island chain. The Philippines, with vital shipping lanes, and Taiwan, the unsinkable aircraft carrier, are both strategic prizes for Beijing. China's tactics differ: gray zone harassment for the Philippines, direct military pressure for Taiwan. Yet, both face campaigns of coercion meant to force political concessions. This shared danger is forging new solidarity. Filipino and Taiwanese officials now see their struggles reflected in each other. The security of the Luzon Strait binds them. Instability in one threatens the other. Geography and a common adversary are drawing them together. Their fates are now intertwined. China's gray zone warfare is a campaign of 1,000 subtle cuts: intimidation, blockades, cyber attacks, and disinformation. Philippine fishermen face swarms of civilian boats, while both nations endure relentless cyber intrusions targeting infrastructure and government. Disinformation spreads online, aiming to erode trust and sow division. Economic coercion is another weapon. Exports blocked, industries pressured to influence policy. Each incident is small, but together they erode sovereignty and exhaust resistance. How do you fight back when the attacks are deniable and incremental? The answer is elusive, but the stakes are clear. This is a slow-motion invasion, one that demands new forms of resilience. For the Philippines and Taiwan, countering the gray zone is now a national security imperative. The battle is constant and the outcome uncertain. Under pressure, a quiet partnership is forming between the Philippines and Taiwan. Official ties are limited, but Coast Guards and civilian agencies are building practical cooperation. They've established informal communication protocols for incidents at sea, coordinating search and rescue, sharing intelligence, and tackling common maritime problems. Intelligence sharing is key. The Philippines tracks Chinese militia movements. Taiwan monitors PLA activity in the Bashi Channel. This low-key collaboration builds trust and operational awareness. Meetings happen quietly, often under the guise of academic or law enforcement workshops. The goal: real cooperation without provoking Beijing. It's a delicate balance, pushing the envelope while maintaining plausible deniability. This quiet revolution in regional security is happening handshake by handshake. The partnership is pragmatic, flexible, and built for the realities of the region. It's a new model for survival in a contested sea. Together, they're stronger. At the heart of this partnership is shared maritime domain awareness. By pooling radar, patrol aircraft, and ship data, the Philippines and Taiwan create a powerful, integrated surveillance network. They track China's gray zone actors, building databases of vessels and tactics. Coordinated public messaging counters Beijing's disinformation. Secure crisis communication channels allow real-time coordination during tense standoffs, reducing the risk of escalation. This cooperation extends to policing illegal fishing and protecting marine resources. Day-to-day law enforcement builds trust and personal relationships. These practical steps turn two separate networks into a unified front. It's not about grand alliances. It's about seeing, sharing, and responding together. In the high-stakes waters between them, every bit of shared information matters. The partnership is their best defense. The Luzon Strait is the linchpin, one of the world's most vital maritime choke points. For China, control here is essential for projecting power into the Pacific. For the Philippines and Taiwan, it's a shared lifeline and vulnerability. Disruption would cripple regional economies and security. Joint surveillance efforts now create a seamless picture of all traffic, closing gaps China once exploited. This enhanced monitoring deters covert PLA activity and provides early warning of potential assaults. The Baton's Islands, at the strait's heart, are now better defended. Quiet cooperation is transforming the Luzon Strait from a vulnerability into a zone of integrated defense. It's a bulwark against expansion and a model for regional security. The stakes are enormous, but so is the potential for deterrence. Together, Manila and Taipei are rewriting the rules of the game. This partnership is bold, but risky. Beijing could retaliate with military, economic, or diplomatic pressure if the cooperation becomes too public. In Manila, pro-China factions could use the alliance to stoke backlash and undermine political will. The informal nature of the partnership makes it fragile, dependent on current leaders, and vulnerable to policy shifts. Escalation is a constant danger. Even efforts to de-escalate could be misread by China. To endure, the partnership must be institutionalized at the working level, building habits of cooperation that outlast politics. The balance is delicate, but the need is urgent. Every step forward must be measured and discreet. The risks are real, but so are the rewards. In a region on edge, quiet collaboration may be the only way forward. The Philippines-Taiwan partnership is more than bilateral. It's a blueprint for Indo-Pacific security. It's not a formal alliance, but a flexible network of civilian-led cooperation. Other nations, Japan, the US, Australia, are watching and supporting, creating a web of shared information and mutual defense. This networked approach deters aggression by exposing gray zone tactics to the world. Transparency is a powerful weapon. When everyone sees, denial is impossible. Quiet collaboration may be the best hope for peace. Resilient, adaptable, and built from the ground up. By standing together, these nations show that sovereignty is defended not by isolation, but by unity. The future of the region depends on these quiet handshakes and shared vigilance. In the contest for the first island chain, collective resilience is the new strategy.